Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, like this one, we do have open slots available. We have open slots in our Tuesday early campaign. We have open slots in our Saturday early campaign, our Saturday bi-weekly evening campaign, and this game right now. So if you're interested in any of them, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Now, without further ado, Duke, tell us what the Hap Hat was last session.
Hold on, not my Discord, my Zoom just messed up.
Stupid Zoom.
How do I exit big view Zoom?
Oh. I usually double click in the blackened area.
Perfect. Yep, that works. All right, anyway. Okay, so when we last left off with the group, we were heading towards EXANDRIA. We took the time of, I believe 3 weeks or so. The group was either picking up some new skills from our companions that we were traveling with, or we were developing ourselves mentally and physically through meditation and practices. After about that time frame, we made ourselves over there and were greeted by the large and bustling city of EXANDRIA. Finding out the local sightseeings and such, we found our way to where was it? The Azure Chalice Tavern, where we were procuring some rooms for the group so we can have a pleasant stay here and gather our bearings. Ada required for some beverages and such, and was drawn to a bath for her so that she could clean herself up, while the rest of the party decided to check out the rest of EXANDRIA and see what was going on abouts. The group made their way through to the Grand Bazaar, where we, not all of us had fundings with gold, so we did do a little bit of window shopping, but it was nice to know just to see what kind of items were in store and could be purchases down the line in the future. After a few moments of our shopping, we decided to head towards, I believe, the Obsidian Archives to see what we can learn more about magics and the histories and such of what's been going around the town, as we were getting a feel for it. Actually, before we headed towards the Obsidian Archives, though, I do believe that a few of our companions made their way to a small shop of sorts, and they fronted themselves as some sort of an espresso shop of some kind of caffeinated beverages for sale. Of course, this was a front for more of their darker dealings with underground organizations, so to speak. We were able to learn a bit about that, as well as a bit about what was going on outside of EXANDRIA, far away, where I believe Damson learned a bit about perhaps her origins and such, and playing off of that, that is afterwards where we decided to head towards the Obsidian Archives to learn more about each other and the histories that we can find out. Once we got to the Obsidian Archives, we were told to take off our gear and so that we could go in. I believe I myself had discovered a book of sorts there, and as well as memories that were jogging back to me from recognition of this archives. I was able to find a book about the Order of the Way, which helped guided me towards where I should be heading. And but I was not able to check the book out, for I did not have my library guard on me at the time. Damson, on the other hand, was able to find out more about her past of being a unique dragonborn, one with both tail and wings. Something of, I believe, they said a 1% chance of, well, very unlikely of of not happening, but there she is, glorious and magnificent to behold. While Damson also would like to check out many books or stay in the Obsidian Archives, they also realized that they could not check out anything without a library card, and we had to procure the process in order to get such. And, well, long story short, we found out that we needed a noble of sorts, or someone with some kind of title in that capacity, so we had to head back towards Ada at the Azure Chalice Tavern, where she was still having her bath drawn and speaking with the local barkeeper. Ada was able to find out that the owner was a legendary adventurer of sorts, very well known, and because of that, the establishment was well protected and guarded, and patrons that come in would be aware of such and not procure any dangerous activities, or deter dangerous activities. When we made it back to Ada, we discussed our findings, and Ada also discussed what she has learned from the barkeep and the rumors that have been spread about, and thought of potentially maybe getting involved in the underground politics and such, and maybe making our presence a bit more known in EXANDRIA. I know I missed some other minor details and such, but I believe that is the gist of what we have been up to so far.
I think that covers just about the majority of it, yeah?
We also met a Cavo Sherlock who studies under a mage known as Vermissimo, who might be able to help us with our memories. And we were trying to find info on Vermissimo, and the performer at tonight's tavern has met them, so we might be able to get some more info from them.
Yes.
I did have to go through a lot, but thank you, Damson, for reminding me of that most important information. But yes.
I imagine you guys were having that little tidbit of a conversation while sitting down at the table, and Stylax, you walk in finally. The party had lost you in the crowd as you went out and started pursuing other choice locations within the bazaar. You ended up finding a brothel. Very nice. So minus 10 gold. Yep. But yeah. Everybody is back together at the tavern, just waiting for the evening to unfold.
Now the question is, who is the most interesting person at the brothel?
Are we really getting into that?
Nah, I'm just joking around.
Stylax, who was the most interesting person at the brothel?
I go for fun and enjoyment, to enjoy life. You should go on your own and decide for yourself. I can take you if you'd like.
No, thank you. I don't really find interest in that.
Well, they've got card games, they've got drinks, they've got companionship, people you can talk to. It's a great way to enjoy life.
I have cat for my companionship. They are my companion. Quite literally.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but sometimes it's nice to learn from other people. Right, Duke?
Yes, I agree with everything that Stylax is saying. It seems like a great place to gain some companionship and learn more about others.
They listen. Food's good over there, by the way. Love their tapas.
Well, brothels can be a good source of information too. I've heard. I think.
Yes. Excellent information. Have we been to one together? No. Anyway. So what's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, I mean, we've been talking about meetings. I can't get his name right. Monsieur Vermeer, Vermessier,
Vermissimo.
Vermissimo.
Yes. Though I know we wanted a bit more information, make sure to, he's not that mage. And we wanted to try and after the performance tonight, the performer will meet us and we'll talk about that.
Right. Just to get you a little bit more caught up, Stylex, while we were in the Obsidian Archives, we found Damson found an individual who was practicing. They were a mage of sorts, practicing the art of manipulating and altering the mind, being able to alter memories and such. And Damson struck a conversation with this individual known as Vermissimo, and said that his master might be able to.
No. Vermissimo is the master.
Oh, right. You're right. No, you're right. We
Cavo
met a
Sherlock.
mage. Yes. We met a mage that their master's name was Vermissimo, saying that they might be able to assist us in our memory loss and those such. But yes, we thought that was potentially an angle to pursue and see if they could maybe assist us.
And you think it's a good idea to get our memory back from a mage? You trust them?
I believe we are in the process of gathering the information.
Yeah.
We were able to talk to the barkeep who knew a little bit about this individual, and they also pointed us towards a traveling band that also have met this individual. I believe you spoke to one of them.
Oh, that must have been. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the sleight of hand guy. You never got their name, did you?
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't.
No.
I just enjoyed it. I don't think I did. I don't think I did get the name.
Yeah.
Also, at the very least, we can get some information on exactly how this occurred. I mean, we have what we know, but perhaps this is a more commonly known affliction or something?
It could be. My only concern is that mages are not well trusted, it seems, and yet we might be relying on a mage.
Well, they seem to be a bit more accepted here in the city.
In EXANDRIA, yes. Interesting.
But well, I still think it is worth it to seek out this Vermissimo. I got it right. And what I'm worried about is the other mage, the one who ambushed us. He probably would know about Vermissimo, right?
And we're in that tavern, right? Is that where we're at? Is the Azure whatever? What was it called?
The Azure Chalice Tavern. We have like a small corner booth.
Okay. Yes, I would like to get my eyes on. Excuse me. Can I get a cheese roll, please? Bread, cheese roll. Thank you.
Yes.
Be very interesting. I'd like to meet this person.
Well, I suppose it's better. We better do this first before we think more about getting involved with the city's inner workings. But there is something you should know, Stylex. There is the council in city, the Sharatha, I think they are called Shuratha. They are like council elders in the city. There is one of them who is offering, or at least rumored to be offering, a bounty for the heads of these two criminal organizations. The Iron Band and the Shadow Veil. Yes.
So there's two organizations here that the council wants to get rid of. Am I understanding that right? There's two. They're nefarious, sort of criminal organizations, I'm assuming.
Right. Well, these two are vying for control of the underground, criminal underworld in the city. I think it would be worth it to get some sort of involvement in that, maybe.
I agree. It sounds like fun.
Yes, Miss Ada had the wonderful idea that our party should get ourselves involved in this potential conflict and try to sway the direction of this in something more favorable for us, since we will be making our stay here for quite some time, I believe.
Right. Well, I mean, my idea generally so far is that, well, I like this Shadowed Veil organization a bit more than the Iron Band thing. But maybe if we were to help the Shadowed Veil kick out the Iron Band or get rid of them, then we could cash in on the bounty of the Iron Band's head, and we could gain some allies in the Shadowed Veil.
If I may, though, what we have heard about these two organizations may not be the whole story. Who knows? Maybe the people here are only painting the Shadow Veil to look like the heroes in this situation. But I say that we get an understanding of these two organizations ourselves before we jump to any foregone conclusions.
Right. Well, I mean, none of them are heroes. I'm just suggesting that I think, well, the Shadow Veil, they're more concerned, apparently from what I've learned at least, that they're more concerned with smuggling and controlling goods and such, whereas the Iron Band is a bit more violent in nature. And, well, it seems to me that such violent organizations usually meet a violent end, no?
That is more than fair. I just want to point out that there is always more than one side to a story, and it is always beneficial for us to find the truth for ourselves.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But yes, if things are the way they seem, then the Shadow Veil does seem like the most fruitful choice for us.
Right. But I suppose we need to settle on sort of having a goal specifically. But I mean, it's no rush or anything. It's just well, there is the Baron. He will come here in about 2 weeks. And then I will be properly in charge of the castle or mansion.
Mazel tov.
Right. Is that? That's one of those things you set fire to and throw at people, right?
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Miss Ada, you're thinking of Molotov, but yes.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you can set it on fire and throw it. Oh, jeez. So, as you all are having this conversation... Oh, go on.
Speaking of manners of rushing and such, there is that individual. We do have a rendezvous with them tonight, Mr. Vermissimo, in front of the Obsidian Mark guys, I believe.
Tonight, yes. I was inside after they close.
How much time until then?
A few hours. You all, from what you said last session, if you guys change your mind, feel free. You all we're going to wait for the band to show up, let them play their set, and then ask them questions about this Vermissimo, because they were the people that he talked to directly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, if you guys change your mind, feel free, but that's what I noted.
Yeah.
Didn't Damson, what was it you said about some sort of like uprising or a revolution or something? No.
She said nothing of the sort. That has not been shared outside of Dax and the Cat.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Never mind.
All right, so everyone, as you all are sitting there, the band eventually shows up, setting themselves up on the stage and beginning their wonderful performance. You see, it is three instrumentalists, one drummer boy who sits in the back and seems to be playing only on 3 drums and 2 cymbals, which is a very intriguing way to play instruments. The other one seems to be strumming their lyre while singing a jaunty tune, and the third one seems to be headbanging while playing the harp. It's a very enigmatic group of individuals. And then, Stylax, you notice the sleight of hand performer over in the crowd, tossing daggers into the air, catching them, and throwing all manner of different interesting objects around. You see that the crowd seems to be applauding and enjoying this performance very much, and while he is going at it, some people end up throwing coins into the mix as he begins tossing the coins with the other objects, and the coins just disappear as he's doing this. It is a magnificent trick of the eye and sleight of hand that he is performing with. Stylax, you can just barely keep up with how he grabs the coin mid-air with his 2 fingers and feints like he tosses it up, but tosses it down his sleeve instead. Everyone else, this man has to be magical. Those coins are just fucking disappearing. Mid-air.
He's good, isn't he?
Yes, very good.
Yes, quite enjoyable.
Smooth criminal.
Minor illusion. I'm gonna flip a coin Therese way.
Oh, you dick. Alright, sleight of hand.
Okie dokie.
Ada, are you okay? Are you okay, Ada?
A 13.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you? Is there anything special you're thinking of?
Alright, well, I need him to roll sleight of hand at disadvantage because it's not really there. He has a +6 at least. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
He seems to, like, based off of his expression, he seems to think that he missed it, but repositions his body so nobody notices he missed it. Not realizing he couldn't have caught it. Like, just... This man's a good performer. A good performer. But as the music continues on, eventually it all dies down, and you see the band begins getting their meals for free, of course, and their drinks, and a few other select people coming over to thank them for the show and ask them various questions.
This was pleasant entertainment. How much you want to bet that the guy juggling the coins and all that? Maybe he's the head of the Shadowed Veil, the one with the mask, you know.
Seems unlikely.
What did you say, Miss Ada? I'm sorry, I was distracted. Did you say something?
Yes. Is everything okay with you, Stylax? You seem very...
Oh, it was just nice having some time off and enjoying life.
Right, of course. Yes. No, I was saying, how much do you want to bet that the guy juggling is also secretly the head of the Shadowed Veil?
Oh, I don't think so. He's too good of a performer to be wanting to deal with other stuff. Although,
Right. You see, the head of the Shadowed Veil is supposed to wear a mask, so no one knows exactly what he looks like.
Maybe you can ask him a few questions and I can try to get an idea if he's lying.
If I recall correctly, this was a traveling, entertaining band of sorts, was it not?
Yes, similar to the Wandering Ember, but different.
Right. Well, if you're a traveling band, then it would be hard to be a leader of an organization in a singular location, no?
Unless you had multiple locations.
Mhm.
Very true. You
I'm
have given
not
me a
sure
lot
if
to
you
think
know
about,
this,
Stylax.
But birds exist.
They do exist.
The plot thickens.
You brought your weapons. I brought a pigeon.
If I remember correctly, the barkeeper did tell them that we wanted to talk after their performance. That
Yes.
they'd come to us.
Okay. After they eat their meal, do their performance, they slowly end up approaching over towards your table, sitting down. You see the four individual. The first one, half elf. He's the sleight of hand master that has been working on all of this. The second one appears to be human, but has a faint shininess to their face, almost like they put glitter on themselves. The third, of course. Okay. The third one, of course, appears to be a very stout-looking halfling. They were the harp player. And then the last one, walking over to you all, is also a human, as they smile at your group. So, how'd you all like the Velvet Strings?
Oh, it was a lovely performance.
Yes, very impressive. How did you learn to do these things with coins? Is it all just practice, or did you have some sort of special practice at sombreros?
Well, the story is actually quite intriguing. When I was younger, I was working with some very shady and seedy individuals, using my talents to steal from whomever I could as quickly and easily as I could, being trained up by them, but I found that way of life was not very freeing and not enjoyable, so I decided that I was going to take my talents to the open airs, to show people what it is that I do and how I perform, and, well, watch them look at me in awe and inspiration, instead of looking at me like a criminal.
Yes, seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Use your talents, make some coin on the side.
You said it was called the Velvet Strings is the name of their...
Yes.
So, I heard that you all met this mage named Vermissimo. We were just trying to find some information on him. If you could possibly share what you know.
They look at one another very uncomfortably, and I mean, we only talked with the individual for a short period of time.
Oh, I mean, of course. I mean, we kind of just want to know like his appearance and like what he was asking about. Say, is it like place 4 gold on the table?
Roll me persuasion.
Also, what is your first impression of the guy? Did he seem like a seedy, malevolent type, or more like a jovial butler?
17.
Well, he'll take the 4 coins and slip it, one to each of his bandmates and to himself.
That's why I put 4 there so that they could all get 1.
Yeah. Well, you see, he came across as very kind. Very nice. But there was something in his eye I did not trust. Something that... You know how you look someone in the eyes and you can tell that they want something, but not a healthy want, a deep want.
Yes.
They had that hidden behind their eyes.
So he's probably very ambitious then.
Perhaps.
Insight check.
Go
on
for it.
his...
Wait, insight check on his...
on his thought. Is he really telling us what he believes, or is he hiding something? Is he trying to misdirect us?
Inside his insight.
Because we don't know. He could be lying.
Yeah.
24.
Nice.
All right. He seems to be teetering between giving you all information that is good information. He doesn't seem to be wanting to be deceptive and not wanting to incur the wrath of a mage. You can tell even just talking about them is probably enough to be a danger, you know?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So Stylex is able to tell that that they're more of. It's not that they're have a healthy relation with this individual and they're trying to protect them. It's more of they're afraid of what the retaliation could come back.
Yes. Very good.
I'm just listening to the music you got on, Jerry.
Thank you. It's good music.
Yes.
It is.
I heard he was looking for someone or something.
They look uncomfortably, and you all seem likable. I mean, Stylax was interested in his craft even before anything else. You've paid him very handsomely. You have not been too invasive. You can tell that at some point you might push too far with your questions, but as of now, he's being more on your side with the questioning.
Cordial.
Yeah.
I will signal to Damson, for her to get a round of drinks in for, people like to be loose lips.
May I buy you all a round of drinks for the performance you guys did? It was very lovely, and I saw you got a meal, but I didn't see you guys get any drinks.
I would
Like coffee?
encourage you to buy us a drink. Yes.
I'll signal for some drinks. Yeah.
And I'll say to him in Thieves' Cant, and we'll make sure your cup is really full if you show us where we can, or tell us more about this mage.
Ooh, there you go. Now you're speaking his language.
Actually, yeah, I think Duke would realize that you're doing Thieves' Cant halfway through and actually start joining in. And it's like, yes, trust me, we have the protection for you.
Now the real question is, how close is the language I know to Thieves' Cant?
They use the same system of miswording to communicate, without it being exactly the same. See, Thieves' Cant has very specific things. So when you refer to a hand, it's a group of individuals. When you refer to a specific number, it's supposed to be quantity. The second time you refer to a number, it might be address or relevant age, something like that. But yours does use a similar system where you can tell there's a deeper meaning behind what they are saying and what is coming out to this individual. But you don't speak Thieves' Cant yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. He nods. This individual was looking for a mage. A rival to his. He seemed very... On the surface, he seemed interested in what the mage was failing to do. However, I can tell he was more focused on the mage themselves than trying to bring that mage to justice. He gave me a description of the man, and he even, well, jaunted it down. If any of you has a piece of parchment and charcoal, I might be able to replicate it.
Is it a black-haired man with a brown robes and a goatee?
Yes. Well, not brown robes, supposed to be blue robes. Dark hair, twisted staff, yes.
Oh, shit.
From what I heard from him, this individual's name was Zoran. And Zoran was responsible for a contract that he originally wanted to pick up, and apparently may have failed magnificently.
So they are part of the same organization.
They both belong to the Mages Guild. However, Vermissimo seemed to be pursuing this Zoran more of a... It seemed more of a pursuit than it was one's duty. You know, like... You all have interacted with gods. They go, oh, we have to arrest people that are bad. But they're not pursuing that, right? Perhaps some individuals might, but they don't really go after it. Whereas let's say a doe-eyed boy who had his first hump in the hay, he ends up pursuing the humptress.
Right.
Ada, you probably don't understand the lingo very much, what every poor person here does. Hump in the hay. What the fuck is that?
I think I get maybe the gist of it.
We saw that sketch of what we remembered from the mage that barged into the bar that teleported us to the first place. I mean, it's just memories.
Yeah. And Duke's sketch was that Duke's sketch? The charcoal one? Yeah, was immaculate. It was perfect.
Duke, do you saw that sketch?
Of course, I was about to take it out, but good thinking. And you'll hand it over to Damson.
Did the person he was looking for look like this from what he sketched out?
That is almost exactly what he described, except, well, you don't have any of the coloration, but charcoal, you know, there's only so many things you can do. That is exactly what it is. Yeah.
Interesting.
And admittedly, he looked very similar to the man as well, just without, well, that he was describing, just without a goatee, you know?
Could they be twins?
What are the odds of that?
50-50?
I don't think that's how twins work.
That's not how it works.
I mean, if they look around the same age, same facial features, but only difference is a goatee, I mean, that would be a good way to distinguish a twin from another twin.
Perhaps? I don't know.
Well, it
Would we
could
know
be-
what a Singulectrum? You know what the powerful mages can do? Make a copy of themselves. I can't remember what the name is.
Simulacrum?
Yeah, do we have any? Do we know of what that is at all? No, just
I don't think so.
asking.
I
Look
don't
at your
think so.
level, bro.
Yeah,
You
there's
know.
no way. There's
You
no
can
way.
clone
Just making sure.
yourself.
I'm just saying because you know it's Arcana kind of like it's like maybe that, but more clone
Yeah.
or
nah.
the twin thing.
I would say if you're proficient in Arcana, your perceivable knowledge of the arcane stops at like 4th level currently.
Okay, so is it always one level higher than what you are currently at.
No, I think once you're level 10, you have opportunity to understand, like, or at least have knowledge of all of the spells. But, like, at
Okay.
your low level, your perspective is very narrow.
I like,
Combined with
Okay,
amnesia.
yeah, I like,
That
I like,
that helps a lot.
I like to think that like we might have heard rumors of mages being able to stop time or make a wish or something, but we think that's way far.
Yeah,
out. There's
that's
no way
hokey.
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
way that somebody can control the weather.
Yeah.
Okay, that helps a lot and grounds the character to what I know, to what the character knows now. Good, thanks.
I think this is a good opportunity to apply the rule of Occam's scalpel. The easiest solution is usually the most correct one. They are probably just the same ethnicity, and if they are both in the same mage guild, maybe there is a similar kind of style that
Yeah.
everyone prefers.
Yes, and from the same country or same place, so
Right.
they're very similar. Yes.
It's like how, let's say, people from one particular country can be difficult to tell apart sometimes.
Right. Like most cats look very the same, or yeah.
Yes.
Where does your accent come
I'm
from,
sorry.
ma'am? I'm sorry. I've never. I think I've heard that accent somewhere before, but I just can't place a finger on it.
Well, it's from a country in the east. Far from here.
Oh. Very elusive. Very well.
Right. Well, I don't know everyone so much yet, you know?
No, I don't know what I know.
Have
Until
you
you
met
know you don't
others
know.
with this accent recently?
Hey, it's somewhere.
Well, apparently, people from this accent is very well financially off.
So you're rich.
I'm not saying that.
You're not denying it.
They're definitely not poor.
Thank you, Duke. He smiles as he finishes his glass and places it down, smiling.
Duke, remember me to cut out your tongue sometime.
Well, personally, I would love another round if you don't mind, ma'am.
Sure, I will. One round for these fabulous troop of troubadours.
Thank you. And how about the rest of my friends in the establishment?
See what you did, Duke?
Yes, another round for everybody.
Yeah, wonderful, thank you. And he claps loudly as. All right, that is to everyone in the tavern. That is going to be 2 gold, guys.
I got it.
Oh, so expensive.
No, I
Actually, let
Which
them
is a
take
lot.
one of those golds as well as you, Duke, because Cat might just go in and 5-finger discount a few people. My bad. 5-digit poor discount.
Yes.
I don't have
Look.
hands.
It's the 5 bean discount. Just
Look, cat just walks up as a cat, like, oh, it's a kitty, hi! And they don't notice the cat's picking their pocket.
Yeah, the tail just pulls out the key ring.
That's why they're nuzzling against you. They're just rubbing it up to get out.
Oh yeah, yep, that's a wallet. That's a wallet.
Yeah, this feels so good. Purr, flop by as the tail swoops up.
Well,
That is how cat steals sleight of hand.
I will say, during our conversation, he had recounted of a different individual whom we did see back when we were at Polvar performing. We travel up and down Ket on the main roads. One of these days, we're going to find our ways heading downwards as soon as we have enough funds and probably go through Thornwood and start heading out towards, well, the far lands to the east. That's our dream, is to perform all over. But while we were up in Polvar, we had seen this other mage he was referring to, Zeron. And let's just say that individual was not somebody you would ever want to be in an encounter with. They were inhospitable. They did not even put up the facade of being amenable or kind. They were nothing but hostile the entire interaction we had. And even at that, one person scoffed and made a joke in the tavern. We, of course, weren't in the conversation. We were just observing it as the band. But the man who made a joke was later found outside. His torso was twisted opposite of his waist.
Oh.
And his neck was twisted opposite of his spine.
Oh. Note to self, don't annoy that mage.
Damson,
Yeah.
you get a sign of one bad game of Twister.
But that was a bad situation, to say the least. But he's pursuing that Zarin person. That Zarin person seemed obsessed, though, with locating somebody.
I see. You said you've been to towns and taverns up and along Ket.
Yes.
Would you be There's one that I've been to, but I can't remember where it was. And can I just describe what I remember of that bar from the initial... From what we remember? To see if you might be able to find it.
History check.
Use session advantage for this. 18.
Ooh, you give him a very good description. The thing that stood out to you was the bar itself. The boundary of the bar, usually they have like smooth, rounded out locations for people to like lean against and like relax. But this bar was made so that you socialize at the tables, not the bar itself. The bar was for picking up your drinks and heading out. They had antlers around the front of it, which was a very strange thing, but made it uncomfortable for people to sit at the bar long term. Like I said, it was meant to be a social bar, not a I sit at the bar depressed drinking all day bar. And when you point out that distinction, he looks at the others and they all tilt their heads. And the one halfling chimes up. Hey there. That sounds a lot like the wee trot.
Trot? What is that?
It's a bar. It's over in Lopolo. We performed there maybe like 3 years ago. Of course, once tensions were rising with the dwarves out in that area, we decided to not go back. And, well, there was kind of a bad thing that happened maybe like 6 months ago. We got word of it not very long ago. Somebody thinks some murderer appeared and just killed everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
The one in the bar?
It was filled to the brim with people. They're guessing it was at least 50 or 60. And every single one of them was sliced into tiny pieces. They don't think there was any survivors. There was the cook was killed, all of them. It looked like someone took a blade on a chain and just swung it through everybody multiple times like a blender.
Huh.
Yeah.
Based on how long has it been since we woke up in that underground tomb, Joey?
2 months.
So there might, if that event correlates to when we first disappeared, then we're missing 4 months. I'm just thinking that in my head.
So, interesting. But what is this thing you said about dwarves? Some
There's a big fight happening out over in Lapola. The entire district, the dwarves run the mountains and the hills that have a lot of good resources, and humans are apparently trying to overstep their welcome out there, demanding that all of the mine shafts get extended in height and width so that they can work in them as well, trying to take dwarves' jobs. And the dwarves aren't having it, but of course the mines are human-owned, so the humans are trying to force them to do that. Now the dwarves are in an uprising, fighting against the humans for the territory, trying to take back the land and the mines.
Oh, I heard about the tension. I know it broke out into a full revolt.
Oh yeah, it's getting pretty bad over there. We were planning on going as far down as Balakaz, but I don't think we're gonna head any further down the road over towards the west with that situation happening. No, I don't think that would be very healthy for us. I mean, the dwarves deserve their land, you know, all of that fun jazz, and well, I mean, it's a strange situation to be warring over, but wars usually happen for dumber situations than that, in my opinion, so...
I mean, look, in my opinion, it's stupid that the humans want to make them bigger, because that's just going to make it longer to get deeper.
That's the dwarven logic behind it, you know? Like, why would I bother, you know, digging like that? It's inefficient, and all the humans are like, meh, I want to work in the mine shaft. Work a field, you're a human. You know what? You have special powers that dwarves don't. You can reach the top shelf. That
That's
joke
actually
does
awesome.
very well in the Lapolo territory, I will say, before anybody gets offended on their behalf. He looks specifically at Ada.
That's
also, you can eat bread without bringing the whole bread with you in the beard later. I mean, that's crumbs, you know.
Dwarves take pride in their cleanliness of their beards.
Well, I'm just saying. There's potential for a joke there. I'm not a comedian.
Yes, this individual, and I hate to do this, but I would like to emphasize, please, don't mention this to anyone, our giving of information.
No, of course not.
We don't like to make a habit of it. It's just you all seem to be out of sorts, and, well, I'd rather help people than not, but...
Yeah, we were just buying you a nice round of drinks for your wonderful performance.
Thank you. It was wonderful, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Yes. And but you said these Serun persons looking for someone. Can you give Did you learn anything more about this person he's looking for?
Oh, yes. Apparently he was looking for somebody from let me scroll out a little bit. For fuck's sake. There's the right map. There's too many maps. He was looking for someone from Nerond. Out of sorts, out of their own mind of some variety. A healing woman. One who was helping the folk and just doing the work for free. Incurred the wrath of quite a few individuals of the area, if you ask me. Up in that northern territory, there's a few healers out there who make their livelihoods off of you paying them for assistance with instantly healing their wounds. And this, strange woman using medicine showed up helping people. Not charging them anything.
No. So, did he seem what was it he was looking for this woman for? Was he... going to kill her, or
I didn't have a specific conversation with him, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
These are just the tidbits that I was able to pick up.
Right.
Interesting.
I hope so.
Maybe this. Man, I don't know. It sounds very convoluted. Whatever this pursuit of everyone is.
Really, is it that convoluted? It's one mage obsessing over a healing woman, trying to find her, murdering people along his way, and another mage obsessed with finding the first mage. Is that convoluted?
No, not
It
really.
just seems a little. Because surely there's got to be some other reason than, someone healing people for free.
People do stupid things for stupid reasons.
Fair point.
Right. Well, I mean, if you could, why wouldn't you?
Money?
Well, sure.
Isn't that just an adventure?
I mean, there's been a great deal manner of people who do things out of the kindness of their heart.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I hate to talk about, social status and things like that, but when you are capable of helping somebody at no real cost to yourself other than a little bit of time, you have a responsibility to do that,
Mhm.
If someone truly needs it, it's good to do that.
There is actually no, never mind. So you guys are going to Thornwood, you said, and further eastward.
Oh, Thornwood.
I mean, eventually.
Eventually, we'll find our ways out towards Thornwood, but for now, I think we're quite well positioned around this territory. We have quite a bit more money we need to make, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yes.
we have. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, at least, but I, for one, could also be. I see myself traveling eastward eventually. I'm not sure what time window is reasonable for this, but maybe we could go together.
Well, I mean, if you're sponsoring us, we'll be a band of roaming individuals, no problem. I don't want to speak on behalf of my entire band. No, go ahead. No, you speak better than I do. Yeah, go ahead, talk. But, if you're being pursued by this individual for any reason, I mean, you're clearly looking into him, we'd like to have some level of reassurance that we're not just going to randomly turn into people puree because you incurred the wrath of a mage, and we're in proximity of you.
Right, of course.
I'm sure you guys understand.
Well, I mean, I hopefully this mage will not be anyone's trouble for much longer. And I don't see myself traveling east before he's taken care of, at least. Anyway, so.
How about this? Our next show is going to be over towards the outskirts of Nehez. There's quite a few nice little arenas out there from gladiator times of old that we'll be performing in. If we see you over there by the time we're going to be choosing our next route, we can revisit this conversation.
Yeah. Although we are probably going to... Well, it doesn't matter. The less everyone knows is probably better, right? Well, not always, but...
Now, if you all don't mind, that foxy lady over there has been eyeing me up for a few hours. I think I'm going to go speak to her. And you all look over, and there's this, like, middle-aged, well-dressed looking woman wearing a corset that is making her assets much more distinguishable than they should be.
Right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Look.
And thank you for the round. And he just stands up drinking and saunters over there, and you see he immediately shifts tones of just like, hey, woman, how you doing? And just, yeah.
Can I prestidigitation to make him smell nice?
Oh, yes, you can. Hell yeah. See, cat's a good wing cat.
Well,
So,
at least based off his description, Vermissimo is not that one, and it's this Zeron.
yes.
I think I misspoken, if that's what you gathered. Vermissimo is pursuing Zeron.
Yeah. What I was saying is Vermissimo is separate from Zeron, which is the one that's pursuing Ada.
Okay, I misheard you then. I apologize. I just
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to make sure I didn't fuck that up that bad.
Like, shit.
Alright. I'll make
Right,
life
so-
easier. There are 2 mages.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Can we go back to the first one real quick?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now
No,
the
it's okay.
second one. I think he
Ah.
could be Superman.
One of them is smiling.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
difference. One
Smiling.
smiles.
He's smiling. He's happy.
Has anyone ever seen the two of them at the same time?
That's the question. See, this is what he does with disguised self, just mustache. Nobody will recognize me.
That's
Just-
Well, it seems well, if they are both involved in the same organization, the Thieves Guild,
Mage
I'm
Guild.
not sure we should be. Well, yes, Mage Guild. Sorry. I don't think we should trust Vermissimo either, but I don't know. He probably knows something at least. But if he is looking to take on this mission from Zeron, well, then I would say he is also an enemy.
Well,
well-
it depends.
Yes, go ahead.
It depends on why he's looking for Zeron. Maybe it's because he doesn't agree with what Zeron's doing, or maybe some kind of enemy for other reason. No, enemy of enemy is my friend.
Yes, I believe Damson makes a great point there.
Yeah, sure, maybe. I mean, it depends on why. If he's, if this Mages Guild has some sort of, well, I don't know, bounty, or it's weird to me. It's because this Zeron guy. It seems to me like if he was capable of killing everyone at the tavern, why didn't he kill us? Why give us this amnesia?
It's a good-
If I had to guess, it would be for perhaps a nefarious experiment of sorts, and we are the test subjects.
There's also the fact
Oh.
that. Oh, go ahead, Cap.
Go ahead. No, you first.
No, you first.
I was gonna say, what if one of us insulted them? If one's a hothead already and is willing to just burn down something just for a quick dirt look, and if he's looking for you, Ada, that's more important of maybe either he found something about you or your family.
Right. Well, I mean, it's hard to speculate when I don't really remember that much. Or
But
I don't really even know what exactly he wants. So, well, apart from seemingly wanting me dead for some reason.
yes, I wasn't pointing the blame at you, just what we've gathered.
Right.
What's concerning to me is if that incident occurred 6 months ago, there's 4 months of gap in our memory then. Because we only woke up 2 months ago. And also, it could be that he murdered everyone there after whatever he was trying to do to us went wrong, made us, end up down there, lose our memories. And maybe he, being the hothead he was, murdered everyone there in frustration? By the sounds of
Nah,
it?
I didn't die. I would know if I died.
Well, yeah, you didn't die there. You're very much alive. Pat, pat.
Yes. No, I mean when we first woke up.
Yes. So, maybe we were in a coma or something? But how did... I'm still wondering how we got there. And knowing what we know, I think we should keep that close to our chests as we go talk to Vermissimo and only mention it if he brings it up. And everyone, have the wits about them trying to see through any, lies and whatnot.
Right. Well, I think maybe just so we don't show our whole hand right away to this Vermissimo, perhaps maybe just some of us should go speak with him at first. At least I don't feel like I should be there in case he knows that I am the person they are looking for, or at least Zerun is probably looking for.
Can you wear a disguise?
Well, sure.
Well, do that then.
Well, yes, but I can't. It's more difficult to disguise my voice. Well, I suppose I could try to make the accent go away a little bit. Was this better?
Yes.
Nice.
Look, yeah, that's better. Just speak like that.
Oh damn! Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
I expect you to have a character with that voice in the future.
Yeah.
You gotta be very careful when you're deciding your character voices.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I will see what I can do.
Well, I mean, if you need help, I could help you with that.
With your magic stuff.
In a way, yes.
Right. Well, I'm thinking it's probably wise to do just a mundane disguise. If this guy notices, I mean, he is a mage after all. If he notices that there is magic on me, then maybe he will be more suspicious.
There is magic on you already, though.
How do you mean?
Points to the head.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know how that kind of things works. I've only heard you talking about magical auras and that kind of thing. But yes, in that case, I suppose we all have magic on our heads.
Yes. I would suggest you do go and get a disguise on, as we are supposed to meet Cavo Sherlock and Vermissimo shortly.
Oh right, yes, tonight. Sure,
Yes.
I'll see if I can find some places with some like makeup and various sorts of clothes and stuff.
You can also like, couldn't you make yourself like a little potion to mess up your voice for a while? I mean, you have all these herbs and whatnot. It's surely there's one that messes with your throat.
Right. Yes. I mean, there is. I can make one that would make me have like a very hoarse voice. For some time. And no, I don't mean like horse.
A little horse? Nay.
Hey, motherfucker.
No, I can't. I want to hear. I want to hear you try to do a horse French accent.
It will be a lot more like this.
Not bad, not bad.
Just becomes more French.
Oh, jeepers.
All right. Well, yes, I will go. Starlex, do you want to come with me? Just
Yes, I can do that.
all right. I could go to buy some new clothes anyway. I'm sort of getting tired of wearing these. So,
Well, I only have like an hour or so.
yeah. Well, I mean, if there's any stores and stuff still open, just trying to find
Yeah, we
some.
can go to a clothing shop. That I'm sure there's one that's close.
Find a peasant on the street. You, I want your clothes. Here's a gold piece.
Yeah.
And at the very least, I'm sure they would have like something clothing you could buy at the bazaar.
Right. Yeah.
I believe I saw some different clothes there at the bazaar.
All right. Well, let's go then.
All right. So you guys go to the bazaar, even at this very late hour, as dusk has descended upon the location. Roll me a perception check. Let's see if anything's open right now.
Alrighty. And boom. 18.
Okay. Looking around, you don't find any shops that are open, Stylax, but you do notice that a couple of the tents are sealed up, tightened, but there's still some glows coming out from underneath them. You remember there was clothes at this one tent earlier today, so somebody's awake.
Miss Ada, there's clothes over there. It appears that they've shut the tent door, but people are still inside. Maybe we could ask them.
Sure. Walk over and just... excuse me, hello?
No reply.
Oh, slap the tent door. Since I can't knock on it.
Plap, plap, plap. The tent like slowly opens a little bit and you see somebody looking out towards you. Yeah.
I'm holding up a gold piece.
They see the gold, look at all of you.
Hi, I would just like to buy some clothes.
We know it's late, but it's important. The lady here has a meeting to go to.
Well, all right then. They unbuckle the tent, letting you inside, where you see that she seems to be sitting up very late right now, sewing up some new clothes that she's planning on selling as well. We don't have anything terribly terribly nice for you, but we should have something that'll get the job done, whatever you need.
Right, sure.
Just you have to hurry.
Yes, of course. Let's see. Maybe a hood, scarf, and a cloak of some kind. And I'll go look around and just basically pick out some stuff that I can use to disguise myself.
Yeah. Roll me a disguise kit check.
So, would I get advantage since I'm proficient in deception? Then? Is that how it works?
Yeah. I think that would be the correlated too.
Neat.
All right. Yeah, you find a whole bunch of clothes that'll make you look, well, unassuming. Darling, I don't know if you're trying to not show off your figure, but that's what you're accomplishing. She just, looks at you.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll take these then.
All right, that'll be, extra charge for the time of night. We'll say 5 gold.
Fine. While you're at it, would you mind just taking my measurements? I might be interested in purchasing a tailored dress.
Sure, yes. They start measuring you out, jotting it all down. It takes them 5 minutes, and then they just...
5 gold, that's some highway robbery.
Oh yeah, that's like theft. That's as much as you would pay for noble clothes. A simple noble outfit is 5 gold.
Right.
But you're paying for the inconvenience.
Right. I'll put another 5 gold on on the counter then. I would like to for you to start making a finer quality outfit for me. It doesn't have to happen right now. Just, if you can, over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Sure. Just give me the specifics of what you want, and you go over the specifics, and she'll have it done for you within a week.
Nice.
She doesn't get commissioned to do that. She doesn't get paid that much to be commissioned to do that.
But, thanks for his assistance, especially at such a late hour.
Thank you.
She starts to do practice sessions. Stay open later.
Yeah, right? Maybe. Sure. But anyways, you guys head out.
Yeah.
Do. You guys head on out. Then, at this hour, you know you're supposed to meet up with him at the library.
Yep. Heading over.
Alrighty.
Ada need that disguise check?
She already just rolled it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. You were
That's
crafting
fine.
the disguise in person, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just stay in the background then and keep a distance from everyone else, just trying to look like some low life without late.
Oh.
As you guys get over to the library, you see that it appears to already be closed down. However, as you approach over to the door, it slightly opens up for you. And you see the young man from earlier just holding the door open. Oh, welcome back.
Hello there, Cavo. Hello there, Cavo.
You brought quite a few people with you. The master's a little nervous about many people, but you don't need to draw your weapons, right?
No.
And he just eyes you all suspiciously as he asks that question.
We're here for a friendly conversation. There's no need to have a ruckus.
Well, very good then. Come on in. we have separated the upstairs for his personal studying. I'll come on in. And you all see this young sage, very young, or not sage, young scholar boy who is escorting you all inside. When I say young, he's like 20, like a kid, you know?
Yeah.
After you all enter into the library, he closes the door where, yeah, this place looks pretty well locked up right now. There's no librarians, there's no people, no stray candle lights off in the distance, just a faint glow coming from the stairs that all of you are approaching towards. As you all begin ascending up the stairs. Ah! Why did it change white?
Flashbang.
Yeah. The background turned white. I hate that. Cat.
Did the Michael Jackson?
Dialects. Hee hee. And that. Holy shit, no. This is not okay. Oh my god, that's so blinding. Anyways. As you all begin approaching up the stairs, the young man waits at the bottom of them as you all look over at the table that the man seems to be seated at, reading various tomes as other ones are spinning in the air around him, opening as he's writing down information from them, and he looks over at the five of you. Ah, just the people I was looking for. Please come in, sit down. I'm sorry we don't have a proper feast or anything, but it is a library. Respect the books. Please, everyone, come in, come in, come in. And your Damson, and your Duke, and your Stylax, and your cat, and who are you in the back?
They call me Claire.
Claire, are you congested? Would you like a spot of tea?
Sorry, no, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just like carrying stuff for them.
Oh, you're the... Okay. Come on in, everybody. Sit down, sit down. Sit at the table. I was curious to meet you all. I heard about, well, your ailment, Damson, and I'm very curious to look into what is, well, affecting your mind. If you all don't mind, of course. Is anybody else situated like Damson is?
Yes, I seem to be in a similar situation myself with gaps in my memory.
Oh, wow. That suggests some type of more mass magic was taking place. Please, everyone, table. I've been researching this topic since you all, well, I was informed about your approach. Excuse me, Stylax. No, not my table, that table. This is my table where I'm working. That table has the extra chairs.
Do I know? And I will turn from his table and goes to the other table. But as I do I see? I'm just going to glance down at what's on his table, see if I can. I know I'm not an Arcana person, but can I perceive anything that's on his table that he's currently working on?
From
or
20 feet away. Ooh, that's going to be a high DC.
Mm-hmm. That's
Perception check, DC 20.
Got it. 24.
Yeah. You luckily have the elevation
Height.
advantage. Also move yourself over to the chair
yeah.
and seating area. Yeah.
I'll just be like hovering nearby and just looking at the place, seeming like very impressed by all the magic and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fancy.
You look over, heightened comprehension, the mind, the mist, the memories. He has so many different books that seem to be mind themed. Excuse me, horse lady, the table over there. I don't like getting close to people.
I'm not a patient.
No, that doesn't. You're still people.
I'll just stay in the back then. I'll go over here. Just
Yeah. You
shouldn't
see
give
he's
her
very
hope like that.
antsy at that. Like he's a wizard.
Yeah.
With people. Oh, I see you looking at some of the books, and he gestures his hand as a mage hand scoops it up and brings it over to you, Stylax, placing it down. Are you arcanely inclined as well? Anyone can learn.
I just like to watch things, and it'd be interesting to learn. I don't know if I'm suited for it. But...
Oh, you have plenty of years left in your life to learn. It takes the average person only about 30 years of dedicated study to be able to wield and meld magic. It's not that bad.
What he doesn't tell you, that's cantrips.
Yeah. The average person.
I'm ever so grateful for you looking into this, Vermissimo.
Yes. Not a problem at all. But the circumstance surrounding your amnesiatic state, if you can outline that a bit more for me, I might be able to better identify what it is that is plaguing you and efficiently know if I am capable of remedying it. Please tell me, what is it that caused this, if you recall at all?
Hey, that's a good question. We're not entirely sure. We've only got little bits and pieces of something happened at a bar and then we woke up in a crypt.
Something happened in a bar and you woke up in a crypt. Any details would be so incredibly helpful. Even if to you they sound mundane and average, they may mean something to one as knowledgeable around Arcana as myself.
Well, from what we've actually recently found out is we found out where that bar was. It's I didn't write down the name. Apparently it's the Wee Trot over in Lapola.
The Wee Trot. And he begins jotting it down with the only hand that is actually writing things.
And from what we were talking to some of some older wise folk out in the woods.
Yes.
From what he could tell is if we tried to forcefully recover our memories, we might just lose them all.
So there's a blocker. Fascinating. Fascinating.
While he's asking his questions, I want to try and sneak off.
All right, go ahead, roll a stealth check.
Or at least fade from view.
Yeah.
13. I'm not sure if I get advantage because of the distraction or anything.
Unfortunately, no.
Right.
He has a passive. As you are attempting to sneak away. Actually, stealth nowadays in general, you have to have a minimum of 15 to succeed on.
Right.
Yep. Ma'am, there's no restroom on the upper levels. It's down below.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was just looking at this fancy shiny thing here.
Try to sit still. You're making me nervous.
What? Sorry, I just haven't been in such a fancy place before.
You're making me very nervous, ma'am. Please sit. Can you ask your servant to sit, please? Or relax. He looks at you, Damson, assuming that you're the leader of this troop.
Yeah, I'm like, please come take a sit.
But I don't want to sit. I've been sitting on the cobblestone all day.
These chairs have cushions. They're nice. Or at least stand still, please.
I'll just stand here.
No,
I'm not trusting this guy.
No, fair.
no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Is-
Who would ever be that nervous around somebody getting close to them? So, so continue regaling me. Or anybody else. You, Stylax. Information you recall.
I don't recall much, I think. Damson holds the key.
From
Damson
what,
holds the key.
from what we're able to remember and what we've been recalling, we haven't been able to recall much of the events before we lost our memories. It seems more that we're recovering memories from father in the past, childhoods, and circumstances before. The only real thing that one of the last bits of memory I have from there, now that I think of it, is someone barging in, and then I want to say they casted something, but I don't know what.
Do you all mind if I execute a little bit of magic to create an image of this individual for you?
Execute or no?
No, not like perform, show, flash.
Sure,
Oh.
all right.
Okay. He begins welling magic up, and
Insight check as he's doing it, just to make sure he's not doing anything nefarious. I
that
know
would
it's
be
not
an
gonna-
Arcana check, not an Insight.
I can roll that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so you
I
can do
wish
that. I
to-
just want to make sure. So, in Stylax's mind, he's starting to distrust mages and stuff like that. And so here we are. This guy's reading these magic books. He's going to say, "I'm going to do some magic." Blah 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 blah. So maybe not necessarily what the spell is, but just trying to figure out if his intent would be harmful to us. That's what. I'm
Oh, okay. That you can Insight.
trying to do.
Kat, you were saying something?
I wish to do the Arcana, watching his hands and lips to actually see if he's actually casting magic or if it's an illusion.
Okay, then. Both of you roll your Arcana checks.
15 for insight on whether he's trying to be.
22 for the spell.
21.
Okay. You see as he is pulling the threads of magic, the way his hands are manipulating suggests that he's attempting to pull illusory magic. And then he... Sorry, it's been a minute since I did this spell. Yes. And then he performs it again. He is performing an illusory spell. The two of you
Okay.
can see. Probably more powerful than what the two of you are capable of casting. Stylax, I'm gonna whisper something to you. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cool.
And now it's gone from stream. Don't even bother looking.
I wasn't.
I'm joking. You're
Oh. Sorry.
you're good.
Like, I am in the stream, but I have it as a background because I have you guys on my second screen, so I don't see anything on your side of the maps, because sometimes that happens.
Thank you. You should all have us on your stream.
Yeah.
So, this is what I believe the individual may have looked like, and he summoned forth an image of this man. However, his two front teeth are far bigger than what you remember, Duke, because you're the only one who saw him face to face.
Yeah, I think Duke would chime up. He's like, yes, almost exactly the same, except the teeth are a little larger than the visual I got.
Are you sure?
Positive. I was within 10 feet of this individual.
Well, this can probably suit for now, but more or less the same. Okay. And he leaves the bucktooth version of the mage sitting there. So, this is the man who performed a strange magic. Are any of you arcanely inclined?
The cat waves their paw.
Oh, wonderful. Were their gestures towards the second or third moon in the origin and state of everything? Were they manipulating the actual weave and orientation of the realms? Or do you think that they were drawing it forth within their own grasp and summoning forth from within?
I believe in itself it was caused by another force altogether. The weaving itself, we know, is a construct of its own constructions by your own deity that others speak of.
Yes, but I'm not talking about the philosophy of magic. I'm talking about the origin of their magic.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not allowed to actually talk about that.
Not allowed by... What? What do you mean?
They just remain quiet and just look up.
Would one of you permit them to speak?
Hey, cat, talk more.
Very good.
I've never seen a talking cat before. That's cute.
It is quite cute. And you don't seem to be an awakened creature. You seem to be a fully cognizant and conscious creature. Perhaps one of a circumstance of a polymorph or something greater. Would you mind if I cast a greater dispel magic upon you?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Now, I should let you know that there is roughly a 15% chance this will make you non-exist anymore. And he begins summoning forth magic.
Go ahead.
Wait, 15%?
15 to 25. He's just...
Can you not do that to my friend?
I like the odds.
Just do it. What's the worst that could happen?
I just outlined it. They would cease to exist. Or actually, technically, the worst would be that they are a greater entity trapped within the vessel of a smaller entity, and upon their release, they would actually crush and destroy this library and all of you underneath them.
I like that. Let's do it. The
But
cat's
that is
smiling grin.
infinitesimally small odds of that.
Right. That's dumb. Something big can't be inside something small. Duh.
Oh, yes, it can. And he pulls out a bag, places it on the table, reaches in, and pulls out a huge cask of ale, placing it down next to him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's some kind of cheat.
It is. It's magic. Magic is all about cheating. But doing so better.
Huh.
But anyways...
Can I look at the bag?
No, you can remain over there.
I just want to...
You can remain over there. This is my bag. I like it. It's mine. It belongs to me. Nobody else touches it ever.
Can I try to figure out what spell he's casting? If it actually is a dispel magic? As he's doing this towards Cat?
Arcana. He said greater dispel magic.
Yeah. 18.
Ooh,
Probably just a disjunction.
It was definitely an abjurative spell that he was beginning, but you only saw the first few gestures. It was in line with the dispel magic that you understand.
Okay.
Yeah. But it could have been different, like, very easily. You stopped him before he actually did it.
Yeah.
Well, this illusion right here, this is the individual you are talking about. Have you been alerted as to whom they are and why they're so dangerous?
I don't think of him in particular. I mean, aren't a lot of mages dangerous in general?
Yes, we are. We pursue a amount of information that would baffle and destroy the minds of. I don't want to say it like that. Not as intelligently inclined individuals. And as such, many of us, like this man, end up developing a bit of a ego. And egos can be very dangerous things. Very, very dangerous things. As I'm sure you all have dealt with individuals with big egos in the past. Or, I mean, perhaps you don't recall. But if you've been cognizant for at least a week, I'm sure you've dealt with somebody who has a big ego, right? Right?
I mean, there was that one guy with us when we woke up. He said he was a mage who lost his members as well and went by. He called himself Ron. Do you know a Ron?
What self-respecting mage would be called Ron? I mean, when you become a mage, you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself as anybody you wish. Why would you keep such a mundane name? I mean, Ron.
Maybe that was his mundane name before he reinvented himself? Because if he forgot who he made himself to be, wouldn't he just go back to what he originally was?
No, I can't believe there's a mage named Ron.
Maybe his full name was Ronald. He just went by Ron. But it appears like he was also affected by whatever hit us. So, it can affect mages?
It can affect mages. So if it was arcane in that nature, and it can affect mages, I'm going to start having him express various gestures. And any of you that recall it, let me know if it stands out properly, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so all of you watch very carefully. Each of you roll me a Arcana check. Unfortunately, this is what it has to be.
Yeah.
This is the way.
21.
15.
32. I'm just kidding.
6.
0.
Yeah, well,
Stylax.
6.
Then Ada.
10. Duke, you're pretty sure he was doing this with his thumb. And Stylax, the moment Duke mentions that, you're pretty sure he was doing this with his thumb.
Yep.
You two are convinced the thumb is important in spellcasting. Damson and Cat, however, the way that he entered into the room did bring bit of magic to it, but the gesturing of magic that he swayed in that moment summoned forth something grandiose and larger. And as he keeps emphasizing the motions and patterns, rewriting and scripting through it with his illusion that he is manipulating, eventually he stops trying to get the gesture, as Duke and Stylax are still convinced the thumb was supposed to be like this.
No, none of those. None of those. It
What
seemed...
about something bigger, grander?
Well, I have cycled through every spell that I can comprehend that he may have been performing. Perhaps the spell he was performing was one that he crafted. Or... No.
What are you thinking?
It's a preposterous notion, honestly.
If you've eliminated everything possible, whatever's left must be the answer.
Let's not assume I've eliminated everything. This is a long process. It's a hard worked and earned process. But I was just momentarily considering perhaps he understood magics that I didn't.
I wouldn't know. I don't know what you know.
Oh, I know quite a lot. And I have achieved a very grand amount of information in my day and magehood. I have earned the title of Major Mage.
What's that mean?
I'm a Major Mage.
Well,
A Mage Major.
Mage. Okay.
I have achieved knowledge within the arcane that has rivaled all but the archmages.
Yeah, and he's in charge of a town or something.
What? No, I don't.
You said major.
I am Major Mage. It's a Major Mage, though. Mages don't care about owning territory other than our towers. We take pride in our towers.
Oh, yeah, I thought maybe it was like a mayor mage.
Can I try to recreate the gesture I saw him walking in with?
Yes, you can. Performance check.
He did something more like this? Let's see here. 19.
No. No. Are you sure?
I perform it.
You can. Go ahead, performance check it. Cat stands
And
up.
my insight was on his title, trying to determine if he
It's
just gave
17.
himself that title or someone else.
Oh, it sounds authentic enough, Stylax, kind of like...
Yep.
Yeah. 17. You don't match perfectly to what it was. You try to, but it's different when your digits are short, you know?
Mm.
You can't imagine being a wizard as a cat. That would be so hard.
It's all about the claw movements.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember him doing. It was like very showboaty like this.
Showbooty.
Why? What was I mimicking?
There's layers of magic that you can obtain based off of the amount of manipulation of the weave you can perform at once. I believe this man was attempting to perform the highest tiers of magic that would make him rivaling an archmage. However, he clearly failed.
So
Is there a way of fixing this, then? Pointing to the head.
Oh, yes. Your memories could be greatly restored. And I would be happy to perform that for you. Just so long as I find all of the proper equipment needed to do that in a secure location. Probably at a location with a lot of natural energies of coursing magic coming through it as well. All of these raise the probability of me not destroying your minds permanently considerably by each factor.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Can I insight if he seems genuine about that, like wanting to help us get our memories back?
You can.
Yeah, I want to do that as well.
You can.
Hey, natural 20 on Duke.
Ada, this man seems so genuinely nice and nervous and kind and like, honestly, this seems like a trustworthy mage. Like, he's been so upfront, not hesitant, nervous, but that's it. Duke, there is not a single bit of empathy behind this individual. He says things like, "Oh no," and "Oh, darn," and "Unfortunately," but he doesn't mean any of them at all. He is simply saying the things that people say when you feel an emotion. He's not feeling them. He does not care to help you, but you don't think he is capable of caring.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, do you know anything about that red-haired woman from Niron?
Wait, are you talking about Adeline? Have you all come across Adeline?
Who's
There was that
fucking-
one redhead that went like east bound for some reason after a crypt walk, but after that,
Is she important?
Cat deception check advantage from Damson and Ada. That actually worked out perfectly for who's rolling.
Advantage. Here we go. Deception. 21.
Oh yeah. Okay. Headed out towards east. You said east? They were heading east?
They will shuffle to what they remember on the map, and yes, east.
East. Huh.
She important?
Perhaps. I have... Important is a relevant statement, correct? Some people are important for certain reasons, and some people are important for other ones. Whom you are important to is what matters the most.
Can you show the person you're thinking of? This Adeline?
No, I've only received a short description of them. You see, when you belong to the Mages Guild, you end up picking up a lot of information along many different aspects of the realms because you need to understand them to be able to pursue certain things. One such thing I was made aware of was this man's contract. He was contracted. Oh, excuse me. He was contracted in order to try to, how do I put this delicately? Find this woman and bring her back home by any means. Zoran usually picks up contracts dealing with magical research, study, development, things like that. But for this one, he seemed to be very adamant about getting the one about retrieval. I found it quite strange because he was working with Narand for a very long period of time before all of this transpired. I believe his contracts with Narand spanned back a total of 2 years? Where he was serving, this woman's family directly.
Huh.
Yes. And of course, in his ignorance, he decided that he was going to proclaim that he would be successful in his mission of retrieving her within a few months. And here we are, quite a long ways later than a few months, and there was a new contract opened up on finding him.
Huh.
Yes.
Because this cat said there was the one red-headed lady, and if I remember, I think she was at that bar when that person, when
She
I
was
guess
there.
it's it. Yeah,
She was there.
I think so.
Good information, thank you. You all are being so incredibly helpful in my own pursuits as well. Honestly, I'm looking forward to helping you heal you all, and you all helping me.
So who is she? Like, why is she important?
Oh, I mean, she's born to a noble family. The Dubois?
Oh,
Bless you.
That's the name, the surname. Dubois. Or Duvou? Devoitoine? I'm not quite certain. I don't speak that language. It doesn't matter that much.
Ada's eyes like twitching in the background.
Yeah, roll me another performance check. Stay in character. Stay in character. 20. Underneath your mask, you are twisting butt. It's mostly irrelevant, honestly. I never cared for the retrieval of nobility. I don't see a purpose in it. If the nobles wanted mages, they should have people in their family be mages, right?
Why are you interested in her then?
Me?
Yeah.
Because he is.
I am to gather this correctly. You are only interested in this person because it can help you lead to the pursuit of Naran here.
Zeron, yes.
Zeron, sorry.
Yes, more or less, yes. You see, I don't like him. He's arrogant, egotistical, always attempting to undermine others of our great organization. And, well, there's an old saying among mages. Loyalty is the fundamentals of all magic. If you are not loyal to those within your mage order, you cannot be loyal to magic. He is not loyal to magic.
Well, if he's trying to get her home, then what are you gonna do with her?
Lord her over his head so that he has no choice but to confront me. You muted yourself.
I muted myself as I was saying it. I'm insight checking just to. Am I getting any glimpse that he just wants to use Ada to find Jiran, or if there's, which I probably, or if there's a little twist behind that?
You don't sense any more sinister motivations, but you do sense the utter lack of empathy. There is no amount of empathy behind this individual at all.
Damson is kind of looking between the image of Zorond and Vermissimo and then back and forth. Like, am I being crazy, or does he kind of look a bit like you?
We look nothing alike. Oh my goodness.
Does he? I think that one seems genuine.
Sorry.
I
1, 2,
apologize.
3,
I did not.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Well, he's got that stylish goatee, you know.
Oh, the unkept mess of hair that he uses that crawls around his face. That's,
Isn't that
We
the guy
are-
that attacked us outside of this place?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
What did you say?
pointing to the delusion. We were attacked by that guy before even entering the city.
Where?
Like a week south?
A week.
Yeah.
I need a specific
They're
cardinal direction. I
following
need the
us.
whereabouts of the area. I need a knowledge of any landmarks around that area as well. And you all just give it to me, and I'll ail you of your
I hand him
amnesia.
The map of the
Yes, that's
stars.
what it is. What the hell is this?
This is where I drew from where the sky was at. The precise location can be found from this map.
I asked you for.
He asked for an exact landmark. The stars are a landmark.
I'm not giving you that one.
Not land.
Yeah.
Not land.
That's our
Not a
it's a
landmark.
sky mark.
Maybe
And
it
it-
was some kind of crossroad.
A crossroad. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes, a crossroad. That is good. If he was out there less than a week ago, then, well, he has limited spaces he can go. But
Oh.
his pursuit pertains to her. Is he hiding? Or is he still pursuing her? Because if he's still pursuing her, that means she never made it east. She's still somewhere within proximity. He has the capacities of scrying and knowledge based around that.
Oh. I guess it was him?
Yeah.
Made these, like, spectral things that tried to attack us. There's some of this dust that fell from them and they were destroying a pole, like a little jar of it. Like one of the 2 vials I have. Like, it had this,
He'll put a mage hand out to you for it.
yes, I'll put it in there.
You'll scoop it, bring it over. Oh, gemstone dust. Well, based off of the specific gems, the energy from it is gone. Oh, he summoned something. Well, that's typical. Very few mages like to get hands-on when it comes to fighting. He summoned something.
I mean, as you can see, my companions and I have plenty of information to offer about this particular individual, and it seems that our pursuits might be equal in that regards, that we are trying to get to him. But before we continue any further of maybe passing on our information, it seems that we have been greater deal of help to you than you have been to us so far. Is there any way that maybe you could compensate for our current exchangings and maybe help one of us currently maybe regain some memories? I believe that would even continue our goals in trying to pursue him.
I would be more than happy to attempt to restore your memories as is. However, as is, my knowledge based around the spell that he performed is not terribly accurate. If I had more knowledge about it, I would be able to accurately pinpoint how I need to do it. So without that, we need to change the circumstance surrounding the spell's casting so that it becomes more likely that I won't destroy your minds. Minds are a very fragile thing.
Is there a way to, like, identify what magic was used?
Oh, I know what magic was used already. The type
Well-
of magic. I just would need to know the specifics surrounding the spell. Which, there's a few ways we can do this. Either way number one, we travel. We pick up a few objects that would enhance magics pertaining to the mind, and I would attune to these objects and utilize them in the restoration of your mind. This would also entail us finding a place of power somewhere within the nexus of magic itself. There's quite a few of them. I don't think any of them are in this region, though. But that's fine. It's who cares about traveling when you're pursuing the arcane arts? But we could either do it that way, or we can find Zaroon. and squeeze the information out of him.
I like the second idea far more better than the first because I really want to get my paws on them.
Me too. Well, not paws, hand. Actually, I don't intend on touching anybody ever again.
Why is that?
People are filthy.
Oh no.
I mean, if you just clean yourself every day properly, then they're not.
No.
Yeah, he can clean himself properly, but what about other people? Do you know how grummy they can be?
Think about every time you go to an outhouse. The smell lingers on you. It sticks to you. It attaches to you. And there's unforeseen aspects of it, this disease that carries and attaches to you as well. And then you consider every time you walk through a puddle, all of the sitting there bad, disgusting bacterium is also on it. And then whenever you touch a cup, how many people touched it? If you drink a drink from a tavern, did they actually wash it, or did they just rub it around with a sponge that's been sitting, congealing all of the filth and disgusting? And I need everybody in here who is not proficient in medicine to roll me a wisdom saving throw. If you are proficient in medicine, you're fine.
Also, the person that went to the bathroom is now the person that's touching your cup and touching, like, this table here as I touch the table.
All right, you're helping him disadvantage.
Why the disadvantage?
Duke,
because he got me creeped out.
Damson, and Cat. Are you proficient in medicine, Silex?
I don't think so. 18.
Aw. Ada, you're proficient in medicine. All of you are developing a little bit of a phobia of touching other people with how disgusting they are. Just like, it's now... When interacting with people, your charisma checks are going to be at disadvantage until you break out of this. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Oh, sorry.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
When was the first time you had these thoughts?
When I was a child. I was very developed from a young age mentally. Not physically. But that is not for here nor there. I have to offer you. If you all wish for me to remedy your minds, we can either pursue Zeron, and we can squeeze the information out of him, and then I can save your memories. Or we can pursue it the easier but longer way of obtaining the proper objects, finding a nexus of power, and restoring your memories through that.
I'm more partial into finding the Zeron. Oh, 1 second.
Can't you just like set a trap for him or something? If we say that this Ada girl is like here or something, that maybe he would come and visit you or something, and then you could like trap him.
Oh, we couldn't do it here. Nobles get into a big huff when there's casualties of mage war.
So we should find his Adalina and capture her.
Yes.
To lure this goofball pointing at the bucktooth.
Yes.
To us.
And then capture him and get the information. Honestly, if he's dead, I can still get the information.
That's funny.
Actually, if he's dead, it's easier to get the information.
Yes.
I don't want to speak for the group, but I think we could be in agreement in pursuing the latter option of trying to pursue this individual. But I must come clean with this. You have you say words that are honeyed and what we want to hear, but perhaps there is a lack of concern for us in your tone when you speak. But maybe it's because you have such a focus of trying to find this individual. But can I have your word, perhaps, maybe as a major mage of the Mage Guild, to have it in writing that you will help us if we ought to help you?
You want official paperwork? Yeah, we can sign a contract.
Well, not that. Just your word as a mage would suffice.
You want my word that I'm going to help remedy your minds once we capture Zoran and we get the information from him?
No, I think he's under the understanding that you don't actually care in an emotional capacity, so you have to use words to fit in with society so they don't get mad because, let's be truth, your mind is better than most and you understand what actually is and is not.
I don't...
So he just wants to guarantee that who you are and how you can be won't influence what you actually want to screw us over.
I mean, not for nothing, but doesn't everybody do that? You say words in order to express certain things, to help people understand what you are thinking and wondering and doing. Isn't that all speaking is, a way to manipulate others into understanding you?
Yes and no. There's a reason the saying of "I give you my word" is meant to be such a huge sign of trust. Is anyone... You could have nothing except your word, and your word is your most valuable thing to you.
That's preposterous.
Well, think about this. If you weren't magic, all you would have is your word of if you said you were going to do something.
But I am magic. And if I wasn't magic, I'd be nothing.
Then would you swear on your magic that you wouldn't try to backstab us?
Yeah, sure.
Deal.
Good.
Have you tried that dispelling thing on yourself?
No. I like to keep my magic active.
Right, but why?
Because it protects me.
But what if he did something to your mind that you don't remember?
Oh, he could never do something to my mind. He's not good enough.
But how would you know if he took away that knowledge?
I have spent years of my life dedicating myself to protecting my own mind, so that is very hard to infiltrate into it.
So you're having an ego.
I do, yes.
But what if his ego is bigger?
It may be, and we will take advantage of that.
I think you should try to dispel yourself, just in case there's some amnesia that you don't know that you don't know.
No.
I'm so tempted to just subtle spell suggestion. So tempted.
Can I try a persuasion on this?
No, you can't persuade a mage who's almost an archmage to dispel the magic on themselves.
I'm sorry, no mage.
No.
If he's afflicted by a spell that he doesn't know he's afflicted by, that's
and if he
really
was
logical.
If he was suspicious of it, he would, but he trusts his own abilities way too much.
I'm trying to make him suspicious of it.
He has a lot of character flaws. Give it time. You might change one of them, but right now. Well, anyways,
Hey, Archmage, can you cast
Vermissimo. Vermissimo is my name. It's the title I've chosen.
So if we are going to be on an honest stance, is that person related to you in any way?
No. We're from the same region, but we are of no relations whatsoever. There's rumors that my mother seduced his father, but it's all irrelevant, okay? We are not related whatsoever. We are nothing alike. He has pursued different forms of magic than I have.
I told you.
Is he
Not
older
you.
or
I
younger
told
than
them.
you?
But
Okay, the only reason is just so we know.
Yes, I understand. Everybody needs to be reassured of it. At this point, I might just get a magic mouth and put it in a book to tell people, though it's so frustrating.
Hand him. You can get your servant to hand him a little card that has all the information and Q&As on it already. You just hand it to the people.
You're good, yeah. Uh, so
Starlax, how do you feel on it of finding this prospector and taking them down?
Sounds easy. I think we can do it.
Absolutely. A non-cautious mage is very easy to trap, especially when they're pursuing something specific.
But Damson, what were you saying?
Yes.
oh, my mind was so kind of like caught on what he was saying about the whole between the germs and the fact that this what's his name? Run. Does he have a staff that's like crooked?
Well, yes, it's granted to all of us that make it up to the major mage within the mages organization.
Really?
Yes.
So it's not like an identifying feature?
Well, I mean, some of us pursue getting our own staffs, but he's kept the one that he has. Me, for instance, I have my staff that I utilize only when I'm doing more performative magic. Yes.
Do you also have like different colored robes?
No.
In the or-
I don't believe in changing my outfits. I have this one, and I clean it every single day, and I prestidigitate it every day. That way, I know where it is, I know where it goes, and I know anybody who touches it, which is nobody.
Right. But,
Yeah.
So I wear these
like,
ones.
so it doesn't mean anything special if someone were like wearing a brown colored robe.
I mean, they could be hiding. Brown is the color of subterfuge.
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 I have a speech impediment, motherfucker. That's as best as I can get.
Yeah. Yeah, the answer would look like, I understand the whole thing with the robe thing. Like, I clean mine every day. Well, it helps that, I don't sweat, so.
Oh, what a glorious feature your kind have.
Hmm.
Anyways, yes, well, let's work out the specifics of all of this. We'll be up all night working on it. And also, I realize we haven't gone on break yet, everybody, so let's go on break.
Yeah.
All right, here, back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're back, everybody. So, Vermissimo appears to have made a reasonable deal with all of you. You can choose to trust him however you see fit, or however much you want. But it does seem like he at least knows what is potentially ailing all of you.
Would you be able to tell if this gosh, I keep blanking on his name.
Zaroon?
Zaroon. Would you be able to tell if Zaroon told people about a type of magic based off how something's written? Are you familiar with how he writes?
As far as I'm aware, he writes common?
Well, what I mean more is of his manner of how he writes things down. Like, does he phrase things in certain ways?
I would have a better insight than most, I believe.
Because we stopped a little while ago this troglodyte dark ritual, and from best I can tell, it looks like some mage was telling them how to do this ritual.
Do you
I have their little...
Mage hand comes over and holds itself out.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And it's the chieftain's like journal that has all the ritual notes and everything.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Boy! Cairo.
Boy.
I think his name was Cairo. Coble?
Cavo.
Cavo, thank you. Cavo walks up the stairs. Yes, Vermissimo. Cavo, this information right here, we are going to be shipping out immediately to the High Mages. And he folds it over, packages it into a tome, and hands it over. Mage hand carries it to Cavo. Should I pay for an expedited hawk? Yes. Very well, sir.
Shouldn't you also be paying us for giving it to you?
Oh, I will be paying you and retrieving your memories.
This seems like something that's a bit extra.
Wrong accent right now. Remember, you're disguised.
gotta remember the voices.
What a strange accent you just suddenly had. Just.
I was just.
Yeah. Good luck. We'll wait. It's fine.
What the hell was my accent again?
Yeah.
Horse.
I was just, trying to talk like you guys.
You did a very poor job at it.
Oh. I'm no good at those kind of things.
It's okay. Very few people are. If you were good, that would cause concern from me.
Oh, right.
So I'm guessing then that's incriminating for Zaroon?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Teaching necromantic magic to anybody in the realm is illegal. Which also means he's been dabbling in necromantic magics, which means there'll be even more people pursuing him.
Really?
Huh.
Oh, yes. Necromancy is outlawed within the Mage Guild.
Huh.
So you're saying there are others in pursuit of this individual besides yourself that maybe we could perhaps call on aid of?
Now, with that information, his reputation is going to be ruined.
And there was this, what we're calling a walkie-talkie type thing that we found. We think he...
A rocky-talkie?
Yes, that's what it was called.
It's a rock.
Yeah, a rocky-talkie that we think he was using to talk to some of them. Best I can tell, I think it has like a range of 10 miles.
Oh, that is going to be good. Make sure you hold on to it, and if you ever hear him say a peep, you let me know immediately, and then I can attempt to scry upon him.
Last time he did it was when we were raiding the troglodyte camp, and it hasn't said anything in a few weeks.
We must get me a orb of scrying. That is your first task, everyone.
Hey, you're the wizard guy. Shouldn't you get yourself that kind of thing?
Well, if you would like, his mage hand carries over a tome that has so many complex formulas. I'm currently trying to formulate how it is that some of your memories are oppressed and being retrieved for you, but are detrimental to the health of your companions over here. Not you, of course. You're just the servant. I'm busy trying to figure out how to fix your memories. In the meantime, I need you all to be my errand people.
Can I flip through it?
Yeah. You know some of these words, Damson, but this is of a level that you don't comprehend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, do all of you need money?
That would definitely help, yes.
Are you poor?
More like when we woke up, we had just our bags on us and almost no coin.
Deception
So-
check.
It's not entirely wrong.
It is being deceptive. You all are not poor.
Ada
in particular is flush with cash.
I don't know that.
Bastion.
Yeah, who's Ada? We don't have Ada. We have this red peasant.
All of you are poor.
Claire.
Oh, being a mage is so expensive. Okay. Because I'm not in the habit of giving people money and expecting them to be truthful and honest with me, I am giving you all one task. To start. Retrieve me a perfect crystal orb. Okay? It needs to be pristine, well-shapen, well-polished, clear. It needs to be immaculate, well-created, perfectly spherical and round, smooth as can be. If you retrieve one of these for me, I will pay you all 1,000 gold for it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you have something like that? You used it on that nail.
Oh, no. That's something different.
What do you have?
Oh, yeah, I show him the crystal ball. Like my.
Why is it cracked? What happened?
Oh, so you see, when I get frustrated, I slam it into the ground.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. That is horrible. Bad cat. And you see an aberration of water start spritzing on you. Pat, don't.
Fall to the ground.
You ruined a perfectly good crystal orb. Do you know how rare those things are?
No.
Duke, you weren't here for it, but
It was
Cat-
episode 1 or 2. It was
Yeah.
early.
Cat pulled out their spell focus, which they said was a crystal orb. The DM went, no, it isn't. And then they decided to use it as a hammer on a nail. Broke it. So then I decided, yes, it was. So
Nice.
Actually, that reminds me. I think
you see like a little bit of blood coming out of his nose.
Oh, you have a bit of out of reflex dance to actually cast his precipitation to get rid of the blood.
Ooh, you need to give me a con save. He's counterspelling that immediately.
Ooh.
His spell save DC, let me look. Why isn't it at
He's
the top
strong.
of the page? Why isn't it at the top of the 17? DC 17. Con save. 25. Your spell actually goes through as he reactively tries like shunting it away. Oh, you were cleaning. Don't cast magic at me again. Without telling me.
Terribly sorry.
Yes. Whew, all of you are stressful. Okay, this has been enough people for today. If you all retrieve a perfect crystal orb, I will give you 1,000 gold. And then after that, we can discuss about other payments that you may require.
Speaking of, I think when we were in the village of Karashan, wasn't one of the things stolen a crystal orb that we couldn't find? Yes, there was. So your gosh, your name is hard to remember. I am so sorry.
Zaroon?
Vermissimo.
Yeah, Zaroon might have a crystal orb. No, that's just like me and Dash are playing it
The
off,
other
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He might have a crystal orb of his own.
Don't let me into my zone. So he might already have a crystal orb.
He might. It's one of the things we couldn't find in the troglodyte camp that apparently the elder of Karashan had been making for 6 months. Get it perfect?
It was a
Okay.
commission.
We are only going, from this point on, we are only going to be communicating via Koval. Okay? We will not meet with one another in public again. We will not be within a 20-foot radius of one another either. If it is an emergency where you can't find him and you must speak to me, stay further than 20 feet away and make me aware of you. I will reach out to you.
Okay. Does he work here?
Cavo?
Yeah.
That's the boy.
Yeah. Does he work here?
No, he works for me. He's my apprentice mage.
Oh. So if we want to try to find him, where would he be normally?
Around.
Okay. Do we have some kind of object we can summon him by?
Yes. This is going to sound very sarcastic, but a name is usually utilized.
Okay. Let me try. I mimic his voice. Hey, boy!
Yes! And he comes running up the stairs.
Like that?
That was creepy. But yes, it works very efficiently. Cavo, did you feel more motivated to show up when you thought it was me speaking instead of the cat? Yes? Yes, do it like that.
Okay.
Yes. But don't copy me towards anybody else.
You have my absolute word that I will.
Not. Continue, say not.
Oh, okay. Not.
I have many enemies.
I'm not one of them. I'm your new friend that are helping each other.
Oh, I know you're not one of my enemies. What I am expressing is I have a lot of enemies.
Oh, just in case.
Yes, if you
Why
act
do you
like
Oh, I
me.
get it now.
Hmm?
Okay, yeah, okay, I get it now.
Why do you have so many enemies?
Hard feelings, emotions, things like that.
You have those?
No, others. You have those.
Okay.
No, it's the other people that are the problem, not me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Anyways. Yes, find a crystal ball. I will pay you 1,000 gold for it.
Any particular place of interest you would like us to try to procure this crystal ball from?
Well, you could get lucky and find one in the bazaar, but I haven't found one, so I doubt you're going to find it. Nobles may have them as ornaments.
Do you care where it comes from?
I want it to be a perfect crystal ball.
Okay, I love you. That just goes straight back to Damson. Some people are so much easier to work with than other people. Why can't we be more like them?
Dad's just kind of like, yeah.
Is the illusion of the other guy, Zeron, still there?
Yeah, that lasts an hour.
Okay. I'll walk up to it and just have a closer look at it.
Other than the buck teeth, it looks exactly how he's been described to you, but I need you to give me a wisdom save.
12.
You pass out for a moment. And it's only just a few seconds, long enough for Stylax, Duke, and Damson to become concerned and jump over towards you as you open back up your eyes from unconsciousness. There was something there you just couldn't break through.
How old was that?
You passed out.
It's your condition with your low blood sugar again. Did you forget to eat today?
Oh, here, have this. He waves his mage hand over that brings a small caramel candy over to you.
Thanks. Yeah.
I hope you didn't do this on purpose to get free candy.
No.
That would be a very deceitful thing to do, and I don't think you would do that. You're
I
very
don't know
trustworthy.
I'm not sure what deceit is. You mean
Well, now you're
the
just
seat
pushing it.
This seat over there, you mean?
Now you're pushing it a bit too far. But
Okay, that is stretching it right there.
Oh, you mean like trickery?
Yes. I don't think you would intentionally trick me. You're very trustworthy.
Thanks.
You and him are the ones I trust the most. He points over at Stylax. He's been staring at me with so much innate hostility and distrust this entire time. I know where he stands. And I appreciate that about you.
Same.
Yes. Welcome to people with ASPD.
Yeah, see? Told you guys I wasn't wrong about this.
But yes, Orb, I need that post-haste, please. If I can keep an eye on him, and he keeps an eye on you, then I can use all of you to keep an eye on him and track him. And then we get him.
What if he gets to you?
Well, he won't.
How do you know?
Because starting right now, I'm going to be casting a spell every single day when I wake up and before I go to bed to make sure he will not.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What do you think he would do if he found you? Or know what you're trying to do?
The last time there was a mage battle that took place... Oh...
Is that kind of like those rap battles?
No, they're more like epic rap battles of history. The last time that took place... Well, now that location is referred to as the Iron Hills. Previously, it was the Lush Hills.
Oh.
Yes. The battle scorched and destroyed, I think it was like 13 villages, over 2,000 people sought refugee, another 25,000 people died, and the hills were so incredibly scorched and destroyed that the only thing that remained was the iron within them.
Wow.
Oh, before I forget,
Yeah.
this Magus Guild will qualify someone to join.
20 years of magehood, development of spells and crafting of magical orientation, comprehension of the arcane of a exceptional caliber, and then 10 years of service as a scholar under the tutelage of an official mage. Of
That's a lot
major
of
hire. Yes, we do have a lot of requirements. Thank you.
I'm surprised you just don't like someone who, cast magic in.
Why would we?
I mean,
There's a lot of people that just have magic thrust upon them. They don't understand it. They just do it. And that is incredibly dangerous. I should tell you all about the story out over in Erst that took place. There was this one woman who was out there, and she apparently had lineage that traced her back to a fae. Well, she attempted to cast more powerful and powerful magics, and then eventually her body ripped itself into tiny pieces, transformed into a portal where fae flooded out and destroyed her entire village and family. Because she didn't know how to control it. You get to do another wisdom save on that one, Damson.
fuck. 12.
It'll come up one time at an inopportune moment where you will try to cast your most powerful magic and hesitate. As you definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Most powerful magic. Fireball!
Yeah. Ah, I love this new mechanic of, anxiety.
Darkest dungeon now?
Yeah, right? Anyways, wonderful. Nice meeting. Actually, all of you have been exceptionally decent to talk to. Go get me my orb. Oh, farewell.
Farewell.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Pick up cat.
Jump
Come on.
on, Damson.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Damson, did you fail that save for the germophobia?
Yes.
Dex save.
But it's cat. I trust cat implicitly. It's one of my flaws.
You know what? That is one of your flaws, yeah. That is the only person that I will allow that with. Oh, no, your flaw is so... I just trust cat. All right, so you guys walk downstairs. Wokavo just waves you all goodbye. I'm looking forward to working with you all.
Yes, me as well.
Yeah, good luck. You guys head outside.
Today.
Back to the tavern we go.
All right. You guys get back to the tavern, and you have your new mission in front of you. And a way to actually and actively pursue your goal. And I will say, I'm impressed with all of you by not fighting him.
Yet.
It's on the table. I have him statted. He's
Yeah.
good. Just he's. I've already pointed out he is not an archmage, so there is that saving
Hey,
grace.
look, I was waiting just in case.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's not an archmage. He's just 19.
He's a major mage.
Yeah, 19. Once he gets to 20, that's archmage. Nah, I vibe with Vermissimo a whole lot as a person in real life. So it's like, almost instantly I was like, yeah, nah. I know there's like the trick of it of supposed to not dupe, but make you wary. And don't judge literally a person by their cover. Every person is different and has different life experiences.
Yep.
So that guy was a bit awkward.
Yes.
Do you trust him, everyone?
Deep down, yes. He told us what he wants outright, and even points out Starlax's, personality of what he likes to do. So, he believes in our story, of course, and hasn't shown any prosperity of not, but,
Stylax perception check.
It also depends a bit on who he trusts, I think.
I believe my only concern is that in order for us to be helped by him, we have to help him first, and we don't know that once we do help him, that he'll help us. He might just say, okay, I have my use for you, you guys are done, and then that is it.
That's what I'm worried about as well.
Stylax.
So, yeah.
Let me just get this, sorry. I wanted to do this before you guys fast-tracked us to the inn. Stylax, as everybody leaves the library, walking away, you turn and just feel this look happening as you turn and look up at the window where you can see him holding up a torchlight and smiling and waving at you goodbye. But as everybody else has left, his expression immediately drops to completely null and void of anything. You know exactly what type of man this is. You know there is not a taboo that exists that he would not go for to achieve his goal.
I will share that information with Miss Ada, but not right at that moment. I will wait until we have a second alone later.
Okay. So, boop, boop, boop. Back to the tavern.
And I've already, at this point, I've already shared that with you, Ada.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think on it for a moment. Not quite relaying it just yet myself.
Yeah.
Well, if we are looking for a crystal ball, I suppose I can start making one.
I mean, I was going to say, what are the odds that there's going to be one in the house that we're going to end up staying at?
0.
I mean, come on.
Well,
I want you guys to actually do things like this.
There is the Golden Crescent district, I think we heard about, where it's the Noble Quarter. We might be able to find something there. And I'd love to check out the gardens in that district as well.
Just to reel it back a bit, I don't know if the rest of the group does agree to trust this individual or not, but money is money for this crystal ball, so we might as well get on it.
Yeah.
Truth, that is our first task, so this is literally a first step of some agreement of trust. He gave us money to get a crystal ball. That's pristine and perfect.
Right. Well, he hasn't given us any money yet.
He will.
Well, we'll see. So yeah, I suppose everyone will just keep a lookout for where we might find a crystal ball, and if we have to steal it, maybe I can. If I see what it looks like, I could make like a replica or something. I know how to make glass.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No, it just hasn't been necessary.
Now, those of you proficient in Arcana know you need a perfect crystal ball. You can shape it from crystal if you have proficiency in glass blowers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that or gem cutter, but I think gem cutting is actually removed.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, nobody's taken it. Anyways, but yeah, you can create it, but you still need that raw crystal, which is absurdly rare as is.
Above the table, I would like to go to the district anyway. The Golden Crescent district, where the nobles, where it's filled with manors and pristine gardens, exclusive clubs.
Yeah, the question is, would we get in there?
Yeah, that's what we'll find. That's half the fun. But he did mention that some nobles will have the spheres as decorative pieces in their homes, so they've got to be able to buy it from somewhere. We can probably go. It's just a matter of getting in there, like you said, and I think we can do that.
Maybe I can ask for one as part of my dowry from the Alcaif family.
You can. Above the table, I'm going to the damn district with you. Or without.
Yeah, no, I'll come with you.
You know who would be a good individual to take with us? That Beowulf individual. He seems to be able to take charge in around the nobilities and sorts.
Yeah, I don't think we should involve him in any illicit plots, though. He seems like a very law-abiding man.
The same way that
I could break him.
Yeah, the same way that Ada's eye twitch that we didn't see, Stylax is an eye twitch you don't see when you say Beowulf.
Fair enough.
As a player, I like him.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
All right.
Okay, so where to then?
Yeah, I
It's
think it,
getting late.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
tomorrow
should just-
morning.
We're not in a super hurry or anything. Just
Okay.
be efficient.
So, you all go to your respective rooms, attempting to sleep. One by one, you do fall to sleep. There's a check at each of your doors that happens throughout the night. Seems to be about every hour. Beowulf checking in to make sure that Ada is safe. And Dolby checking in on everybody else to see if they are safe. The two of them already volunteered to take the first 2 shifts. After that, they wake up for the second shift that you guys already discussed, which I believe was going to be Duke and Stylax? Or was second shift
Yes.
Damson and Cat because they have dark vision? Well, Cat does.
I have it too.
Yeah, you guys dark vision.
Oh, then Duke and Stylax is second. You guys wake up. You keep your watch. You are instructed by Beowulf to check up on Ada every hour, which
Beowulf.
you're going to do because of your damn self. You're not doing because he told you. And then Damson and Cat's rotation, if you wish to wake them up. Duke, Stylax?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
You're
So
waking them
everybody
up?
Put it in that fair share.
Then, morning rolls around, everybody. It's a bright, sunshiny day here in town. You all take to the city streets as Stylax was instructing or guiding all of you forward.
Yeah. Oh, I will press the dissertation myself and Cat in the morning, so we're nice and clean.
We're not in the same room.
Sorry.
If you remember, you was in the same room as Ada. I had the room to myself.
Yeah.
That's right. Fuck.
So Duke went into Ada's room to wake you up to watch Ada.
So. You guys all head out. Heading into the Golden Crescent district. You can see the magnificent nobles' quarters and all of these beautiful manors that are pushed to the outskirts of the city, right next to and even beyond the boundary wall that is out there. You can see these gorgeous estates filled with lavish and luscious gardens that are so incredibly well maintained, you have to assume somebody looks and checks up on them every single day. As you are walking around, you see that there's a handful of shops, but whereas the bazaar had people aplenty all over the place, going around trying to find what it is they were looking for, this location does not. This location has a few nobles checking in at shops, talking with the vendors, their personal guards or entourage or family sitting outside. These shops seem very small, quaint, but incredibly nice and well put together. Ada, are you wearing your disguise or not?
Not at this point.
You'd probably be persuaded to do so just in case you've been watched.
Well, they do that in game though.
Persuade.
Right. Now that we gave our word of what has happened, you wish to go out looking like that?
Well, I mean, he Vermissimo is not likely to come out and see you myself, right? And I mean, I still look like just anyone, right? Maybe a little bit paler skin, but there is lots of people here. It's a big city.
Mayhaps. But still, it might be good in case, you're being looked for. And plus, surely one of us could guise ourselves, pretending to say that we're from your family.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll cover myself a bit. Maybe I should dye my hair or something.
Yes. You do look pale, so something that can help with that.
Yes. That.
Can I use... Is precision capable of changing someone's hair color?
Roll it in. Let me read. Details. Nothing in that suggests that it would be new hair colors. Yeah, the only sensory effect is instantaneous, meaning it's gone afterwards.
Okay.
But you can dye your hair if you have, knowledge of how to disguise.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't you dye your hair last night or something for your disguise kit?
No, it's just bundled up in like a thing.
Oh, that made you
Bundled
blind
up,
then. If you didn't see the
peasant.
bright orange hair, you know.
Could have had like a peasant scarf on over the top, and
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I'll just
look-
wear the scarf then, or a fancier scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll disguise myself again just to look conspicuous. Inconspicuous, I mean.
and I will do what I can to look conspicuous.
Arr.
No, I'm kidding.
Puts on a giant hat that's so
What if you guys switch clothing? They won't expect that.
So, disguise kit roll again.
yes sir.
23.
Okay, yeah, your disguise is perfectly fine. So yeah, you guys are here in the district.
I'll keep an eye out for any, place that looks like it might sell glass or crystal balls.
Okay. Perception check.
And we'll be going, but here we go. 12?
You're not having any luck finding anything like that. Someone else?
What were you looking for?
A place that might sell glass or crystal balls that Ada might be able to craft into crystal balls depending on what we find.
Okay. And we're at the district, right? But there's no it's not gated or anything, or.
Oh no. Once you step through into the area, you get watched by the police, but that's all.
Yeah, kind of like other places I've been to in the United States. Okay, here we go. I will see skills perception. $19.
You find a shop. Quaint little place. A glass blowing shop. It might have something that you seek, or at least... Holy shit, it's dark out. Sorry. It's snowing really heavily, and now it's obscuring snow. I'm good. I'm inside. So...
For now.
No, I'm staying. Do you think I go outside? Anyways, It's a very quaint place that may actually have what you are looking for, or at least knowledge about what you are looking for. These are supposedly incredibly rare items. I mean, that previous city in Kurashan, apparently that was a huge commission for them. And it was something that was worth them fighting for to get and keep, even against all of the gnolls. You go on over, open up the door, where you hear a bell, ding, 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 ding. And someone turns to looks at you. You see a dwarven fellow smiling wide with these huge darkened glasses as he just smiles over at all of you. Oh, hi. Hey. What brings you all in today? You guys lost looking for directions?
I'm just holding the door open for everyone in the party so they can walk in.
No. We're looking for a large quantity of glass or even a crystal orb, if you might have one, perchance.
Well, yeah, we have a few different crystal orbs. A little dinky one over there. We got ones that fit your palm. All of them over on that end over there. And you see, and there is a row of, like, various sizes, but Ada, you know, none of these are of the caliber. And Damson and Cat would know. None of these are of a caliber that they're looking for.
No, these are wonderfully well crafted. But we're looking for one that's bigger.
You mean one of those, perfect ones?
Yes. Quote unquote perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect's such a subjective word.
it really is. It really is.
It sounds like we're not the first ones to come by looking for one.
Yeah, recently there's been a few different people coming by looking for it. It's honestly kind of frustrating. I have made them in the past, but that quantity of quality crystal is a fleeting thing, especially with what's happening down there in Lapola, you know?
I heard about that. It's such a terrible thing, honestly. I don't get why they're trying to do that. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I know. Humans be cray.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's... What? Humans long for their minds?
Don't even get me started with that. Oh, you know, I like you. You're cool. Listen, guys, I wish I had one to sell to you. Trust me, I really do. But, unfortunately, the last one that I know about was, kind of already acquired by somebody. Their name's Akram. And, the person kind of fucking scammed me.
Really? How they scam you?
Well, they commissioned me for the piece. They put in all the proper paperwork. They paid me the, settling fee of beginning it for 200 gold. They were even going to pay me more. But then, when I came to collect the rest of it, they showed up, and they had a whole bunch of guys beat the shit out of me, jump me, tie me down, steal the crystal, and then take back the 200 gold.
Oh, that's awful.
Then one of them kicked me in the dick.
Oh, are you alright?
Dick's a little crooked, but I'm fine.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
terribly sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You been to a doctor?
Yeah. Oh, naturally so. But it is,
Ah, right. Okay.
So, you wouldn't say care if something, I don't know, kick Akram in the dick for you?
He looks over at you, Stylax, closest person to the door. Would you mind closing the door for me real quick?
Absolutely. And I'll step in and close the door.
Ding ding! Listen, nothing in this world would make me happier than if Akram got his dick curb stomped. You understand? There's an old saying in Dwarven culture, "Du das santantum von." Step on my foot, I break your fucking leg.
Ah, better than what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, If you guys are up for a little dick stomping.
Consider it done.
Just point us in the right direction.
Yeah. Would you allow us to keep the crystal?
If we can get you the gold.
If you can get me back my 200 gold, you can keep the crystal. Yeah. But I need to know this man's dick has been stomped, okay? Now,
Oh.
you can beat his ass, you can kick his ass. I don't care about that whatsoever. It's all about sending a message, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can cut it off and bring it back so we can.
All right,
stomp it
listen.
yourself
All
if
right,
you want.
that's a little.
That's too much.
I mean, sure, okay.
It's a little
I
too
believe-
much. It's a little too much. You can see he thought about
Call them
it.
family jewels for a reason.
Yeah. But if you guys are willing to do that for me, I can point you in the proper direction. All right?
Yeah, I think that's doable.
Yeah.
Who are these other guys who jumped you? All right.
Well, I later found out that they're all a part of his crew. You see, they're members of this seedy organization that likes to swindle people. Down in the lower districts, of course, not us. Up here, we have enough protection from the city guard that we don't really deal with them that much.
So it's these Iron Band guys.
How'd you know?
Well, I have heard about them. It made sense.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. The meeting place that we met up at was it's this nice little place called the Labyrinth's Entrance. It's a gambling den that rumors has it heads into the Labyrinth sewers, but I don't know much about all of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Labyrinth's Den.
Labyrinth's Den. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Akram.
Akram, yeah.
Do you know any of the other guys? Or their names?
No, they weren't really, they were chatty, but not talkative, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They really liked the idea of jumping some old dwarf and beating the shit out of him. Listen, if I was 10, 50 years younger, and I had my hammer, all those kids' kneecaps would be fucking bent.
What happened to your hammer?
Well, you don't bring hammers with you when you go out and, you're about to sell an item to somebody. I thought he was good. When someone pays you up front 200 gold, usually you assume they have all the money they need, right? I mean, nobody just has 200 gold without having what they promise they have,
Yeah. I mean, I can see that logic.
But what's your name, Mr. Dwarf?
Me?
Yes. I didn't catch it. Or did you say it?
No, I did not. Redix.
Redix.
Yep.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, Redix.
Nice to meet you as well. He'll walk over and shake your hand. Go to shake somebody else's hand.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Phobia.
Oh, shit. I need to make a save.
My name is Ada,
What's the save we have to make?
or you can call me Ada.
To not show that you're disgusted at the thought of touching another human being, charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make that save.
He's not a human being, then.
Humanoid being. 28.
Not to 20.
Damson. Nobody can see the twitching behind your mask.
That was a nat 20, man.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay. This is fine. Prestidigitate.
Waiting for my screen to load. 1 second.
Okay.
Try not to show disgust. Charisma save. +0. Love it.
12. You get a uncomfortable look when he shakes your hand. But you go through with it. Yeah. Then he goes for you, Stylax.
He does hold out his hand to shake.
Yeah.
Okay. You're finished writing Dick Stomp, so I can save it.
What's gonna happen?
No, autocorrect. Stop. It is Dick Stomp. Just.
All right, skill. Oh no, saves.
One of you has to invent Purell. Just.
Yep.
I have my acid for that. What are you talking about?
Oh, good point. Just look at
12.
Dance and go. 12. Yeah.
Maybe later. Maybe after the job, I'll shake your hand.
All right. All right. Well, yeah. Once you guys have it done, come back here. Let me know. And of course, you're gonna have to regale me about the story. I'll buy you guys around.
Of course, of course.
All right. Perfect. Thanks, guys. Now that you have your next mission for the day / next session, I think this is a good stopping place. Players, thank you all very much
Yeah.
for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you had a great time. Bye.